name is William Hayward, and this is Radio Free London. And here's a familiar sight we haven't seen for a while in Europe. Jack-booted folk wearing unusual uniforms and getting praised by the local clergy. Well, there's two things about this. You've got this one, I believe, is about three main countries: Hungary, Poland, Slovakia, and Czech Republic, I think. And these are the countries that are called Central European countries. And this is where and I talk to my friends from Poland and from Hungary and that, and they tell me that these are regular occurrences. This is a large sort of militarized demonstrations that occur. And they have one purpose, and that is that these small countries believe that they will be readouts for the rest of the Europeans once they are fleeing Western Europe due to the Islamification of Western Europe. Now, a lot of people, of course, I'm going to get hate mail about this, and a lot of people might, suggest that these are Nazis, especially with the little kids wearing helmets and all that. And certainly some of them are leaning that way, but most of them are just patriotic Hungarians, patriotic Slovakians and whatnot. And they just want their country to remain ethnically, religiously the way it is. Now, certainly countries like Saudi Arabia and Qatar, the United Arab Emirates, is that even a country? They want to keep their culture, they want to keep their identity, but every time it comes around to Europeans wanting to keep their identity, they are heavily criticized as being racist, and I find this appalling. Of course not. Well, it looks like they got 4 airplanes and 4 helicopters and some Soviet-era tanks, but some fairly distinguished gentlemen there that look very dangerous. And you look at the size of the military as far as a military parade, and you notice the camera cuts off, right? So they've got 7 tanks, 4 jets, 4 helicopters, and some pretty sharply dressed blokes, don't they? And that's a fine-looking group there. So this will be the last stand for Europe, if it gets bad enough. And it looks like it is, considering 1 million immigrants, most of them into Germany, and the flood of immigrants, if that's what you want to call them, mostly fighting-age men coming from Syria and Iraq, and then also North Africa, are coming into these countries, and these people are preparing for the worst. Is it something that we should do? Now, this is something that we've got to keep in mind in Western Europe, in Britain, in Germany, in France. We've got to keep in mind that we probably will not be able to have a cohesive force against the radical Islamists if the floodgates continue to be open to Europe. My suggestion is that we are headed down a road that will destroy all of what you're seeing. And this is just in tiny European countries. It's Hungary, Slovakia, Poland. Well, Poland's a little bit bigger, but still small countries, much even smaller than Germany itself. And all of this antiquities, all of the churches, just like they are in Britain and just like they are in Germany and Europe, they're being converted to mosques. This is a fact. This is what's really happening. Ignoring it and saying, oh, no, it's not, is just like saying, well, there is no such thing as starvation or hunger in the world. There's no such thing as war. What are you talking about? Middle East is at peace. It's a peaceful nation. It's like saying the United States has no problems with race relations. It's legit. You just say it. That's what liberals do. That's what leftists do. They say that it is not so. They say that the Muslims, the extremists, again, mostly fighting-age males, 16 to 35, almost all of them, 70 to 80% across the board, all of them. And you're telling me that the majority of them are peaceful? Probably. Well, here you got a pretty good number, but that's just probably one town showing up, Like, we don't want to be Islamified, And they got a few modern pieces of equipment, but mostly not much. keep in mind that it was Poland that repelled the last invasion, and they had a pretty small army too. I believe that these armies of these small European nations will take in Westerners from Britain, from Germany, from France that are fleeing, that will be fleeing the tyranny of the Islamist invasion, and then they'll end up here. But I bet you dollars to navy beans that these people will take them in. I can only hope and pray that's the case. As far as it goes, it looks like you've got a fairly cohesive fighting force. So those who are absolutely terrified, like myself, of a massive Islamic incursion into Europe, there is hope. And hope lies in Central Europe, a place sometimes called Eastern Europe, but this is more central. In the end, the capital of Europe will not be in London. It will not be in Brussels. It will not be in Berlin. It will probably be some small town in Hungary. It's my best guess. Thank you, Hungary. My name is William Hayward, and this is Radio Free London. Thanks for watching. Merry Christmas.